I need to let you know. What's going on?
Yes, the foundation we laid down was so strong, and it's just like,
live and also on Station Head, so make sure you guys tune in for the actual station first. R&B singer signed to the Rock, my pretty. Let's go.
Somebody tried to call me, like they don't know I'm live. Like,
hey, what's going on, world? Let me give Mary Sweetness, aka Sweetness, Stax Radio, where we cater to Main Street throwback independent artists and it pays to be a listener. And you know we specialize in a good receipt. Today is New Music Monday, and we're celebrating the beautiful women of hip hop, Miss Nikki, Onika, Tanya, Mirage, and okay, of course, Lotto, Alicia. Y'all know I can't pronounce the last name and I messed it up, so excuse me. And Bianca, Cardib. Y'all know I messed up. That name is too long, and I'm not the video is not that damn long, okay? So we're going to go over the pros and the cons of the latest projects. Of course, Miss Nicki Minaj with Red Ruby Sleeve, which is a bop, okay? And Lotto featuring Miss Cardi B, okay? So both girls came on the scene. You already know the history because I went over individuals of the videos that I played in the past previously. So we're going to go over the pros and the cons. Of course, you already know Nicki Minaj has done over platinum 1,000 times over. Pink Friday came on the scene. I believe it's certified diamond. If you guys know better than me, put it in the comments. And of course, Miss Cardi B as well. Her album has went certified diamond, and it's still trending on it's still trending on streamers like iTunes and Spotify. And of course, Lotto just came on the scene, but she's also been nominated for several awards as well. She's a newcomer in the scenes, but she's been consistent in doing features with the likes of Trina, etc. in the game. So we're going to go over the pros and the cons of Red Ruby from Nicki Minaj, Red Ruby Sleeve from Nicki Minaj, and of course put it on the floor, Lotto, the remix featuring Cardi B. Now, let's just go over the pros and the cons. First of all, Red Ruby 8. Red Ruby the Sleeve, okay, me how? Who told y'all was me now, okay? That whole verse alone 8, okay? The whole verse alone 8. And whatever little feature that I'm about to talk about, it trumped it. I'm sorry. No tea, no shade, because I like all three artists, okay? So the pros about Miss Nicki Minaj, I like the simple fact that Nicki, when she comes out, she rides the beat. She's consistent. She switches up the flow. And she reminded me of Mixtape Nicki. Now, you guys have argued me in the comments about what Nicki Minaj I like the best. I'm not going to hold you. I love the Mixtape Nicki is my favorite Nicki of all time, through her transitions of her personalities and rap. Mixtape Nicki is the one that I love the most, and she gave me Mixtape Nicki with Red Ruby the Sleeve. The flow is there, the transition is there. The simple fact that, can we just start that she remade a hit that was a classic years ago from the simple fact that she remade the classic that was a song that she turned into a hip hop, okay? Now listen, you can't go wrong with that, okay? And shout out to the Bronx. It slipped my mind the girl that was originally that was on that track. If you guys know her name, please put it in the comments. But she ate, and I remember reading or hearing somewhere offline that she was so happy that the girl that did the song originally was so happy that Miss Nikki did that song over for her. It was like a gift and a curse. But when Nikki did the track over, it really made people pay attention to the original song, which was Nikki rode the beat from front to back, the transitions, the bars, 100% on point. Nikki does not fail to disappoint with the bars, especially the quick level bars. Me how, okay? Tapping into her Asian personality, okay? Because you know Nikki has many personalities. The visual was there. Word on the curb is that Miss Nicki Minaj was at her mansion. So she's outside in different scenes of locations, giving us body yada yada with her bathing suit on. She's also posing with Brooke from Basketball Wives. That Word in the Curve is, that's her bro. They had different looks. Of course, Nikki had her Jeep outside, her Wrangler outside just chilling. And of course, the different looks that she gave you, versatility, showing her bikini off and her body yada yada. And of course, the different segments of her backyard. Now that's a backyard for y'all. Okay, but all around the board, I love the song Red Ruby, the sleeve. It's 100%. It's 10 on all sides of the aspect of the spectrum. For me, I like it. It's a bop. I love the flow. I love the transition. I love the remix beat. I love it. I love it. And if anybody's going to do a good job, Nikki can. Okay, which leads me to our second song, which is called Put It on the Floor Part 2. The original song was a Lotto, Put It on the Floor Part 1. She decided to call Put It on the Floor Again, featuring Cardi B. Now, for some reason, the original track sounds a little bit better than the remix to me. I don't know if they had a chance to slow it up or maybe transition it to be a little slower. I don't know. All I know is that I like the original song and track better than the remix. And I'm not throwing shade on Miss Cardi B, because I think Cardi B and Lotto, they're all incredible artists. So we're going to talk about the pros and the cons. The pros, definitely, I like the simple fact that these women complement each other. I like the simple fact that there are bars in the track. I like how Cardi B just transitions in the way that she flowed on the track, and of course how she complimented Lotto. They both make sense together, even though I wouldn't put the collaboration that quickly out that way, but whatever, it is what it is. Now, I do like the simple fact that they both have bars. The hook is cute, even though the hook kind of doesn't make sense to me. If it's up, put it on the floor. It doesn't make sense to me, but the hook is good. I like the fact that they're playing on each other. They look like they're having fun. It was a fun song and a fun track for them. Now, let's go over the cons. I absolutely hate this mother song, okay? I hate it, okay? Why do I hate this motherfucking song? I don't like the beat. I think the beat is whack. I don't like the simple fact that, it's a remix, but it looks cheesy. And let's just start with the visual. The visual looks very corny. Lotto is in the supermarket somewhere. She's in a plastic bag. Somebody rips it open. There's different transitions where she's holding like a fake baby. And then Cardi B, they're playing on each other. Like they may be in a jewelry store. And one segment, Cardi B is lap dancing on her husband and playing for the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they didn't put any much effort on the visual. They just was like, so listen, let me come to my crib, or let's go to somebody's house and just do this really, really quick to do a remix just to prove a point. Now, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And usually, very rarely, I give you guys, my opinion, and I don't say anything positive. So I will say something positive about the simple fact that I like the women. I like all three women being very competitive in this thing called hip hop and just leaving it on wax. Word on the curb is that Nicki Minaj has had beef with Cardi B for something that Cardi B did when they did the original track Motorsport. As you guys already know, Motorsport featuring the Migos and Nicki Minaj. Of course, Cardi B was on the track. And on a separate interview, Miss Nicki Minaj said that she didn't like the simple fact that how Cardi B was calling her out when she said that Nicki Minaj had ended up changing the verse. She thought that wasn't right. And Nicki was good enough to be an established artist there to be featured on an up-and-coming artist. So Nicki felt some kind of ways. And then there was the Met Gala where word on the curb that there was a fight that was started. Cardi B allegedly threw her shoe. All hell broke loose. All camps were involved. Allegedly, Rah Ali beat up Cardi B. It was a whole big mess, child. Okay, so moving forward, these women have been combative back and forth. But it was certain segments where you did see them interact with each other. There was one thing that I saw, and if you guys know in the comments, where Cardi B and Nicki Minaj was driving and talking about their children. So I don't think these women will get along too much, but I do believe that they are cordial because they have common people in common that they need to work with to make business happen. Of course, the music industry is so big, but so much small, And last but not least, Lotto. Now, Lotto gives me very much Thief. I'm sorry. Lotto, we like you, but you was a thief in my head allegedly. You a thief, girl. You a thief. But if y'all want to know the full receipt of what we know, make sure y'all go to stationhead.live/Mary Sweetness where we get into some things. Stationhead.live/Mary Sweetness, 8:45 p.m. I'll say this one thing about Miss Lotto. I like the simple fact that she's giving us competition. Giving competition with the girls as far as going back and forth and making us pay attention to the competitiveness of rap. Okay, now it's no secret that her and Miss Nicki Minaj have not gotten along and that there's alleged beef in the air. Our question to you is, do you think that Miss Lotto had recruited Miss Cardib to go on this track to taunt Nicki, to start a beef war? If you want to know what we really think, go to stationhead.live/Mary Sweetness. And of course, we go live, stationhead.live/Mary Sweetness, 8:45 p.m. I'm done with this. Remember that the best is yet to come. And if I can leave some encouraging words, spread love because you can. I'm your girl, Mary Sweetness, a.k.a. Sweetness. Stax Radio, we cater to Main Street Throwback Independent Artists, and it pays to be a listener. Make sure you guys continue to follow us on Facebook.com/Mary Sweetness, 77 Sex Radio Group, and Instagram, Miss Albie Sweet, and our brand new show, Mary Sweetness, on Mary Sweetness, TikTok, 64 Mary Sweetness. I love you guys for watching. We'll see you on the show.